All right, good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. So, we are going to go through a video of a Finnish reporter that traveled to Biafra land and made some reportage about what's happened, what's going on in Biafra land. This is not new video, okay? But I saw a tweet, the write-up from COS, and I felt that it's worth sharing so that you know what PM is facing, so that it will help you to understand that PM somehow is innocent, but be that the president of Finland, the government of Finland decided to turn him to a political prisoner just to please people that want PM to get out of the way. And PM likely, as PM likely said before, they are coming after me not because of me, but they want me to go for them to get you. That is why everything have turned down, because when Mazen Makan was kidnapped, everything went back to ground zero. The same thing is what we are witnessing again. After spending time to push it, push. Once you are getting somewhere, someone will trigger one or two things, and everything will still go back to ground zero. But today, Biafrans are learning from that. Biafrans are holding firm, trying to resist it, but it's not easy. It's not easy, I can tell you. It's not easy because we know what is going on. We see how people are trying to pretend that they mean good for you, but somehow they are enablers of what is going on against everybody. And for some of you that know what I'm talking about, I don't need to, say much. But if you don't know, please keep your eyes on what you're about to do, and also watch our video oftentimes. Like the video and follow us here on this platform so that you won't miss out. Because from time to time, things will be unfolding. From time to time, things will be revealed. So, the man on your screen now, this man on your screen, I'm talking about this Oyibo man, is a Finnish citizen that traveled to Biafra land to witness everything by himself. So that's what we are going to go through. Like I said, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. So without wasting much of your time, I think I'm going to bring this to you. So when you take a look at your screen, when you pay attention to the write-up on your screen, you agree to me that COS is not actually, playing around on this one, because it is always good for you to know your problem so that you'll be able to know how to tackle it. So let me go back. Let's go back to the write-up so that you will see it yourself. And let me quickly zoom this. Yeah, I think it's better now. Okay, so I think it's more readable now if I'm not mistaken. Should I zoom it again a little bit? I think it's too much. I think this one is getting too much. Let's just manage it this way, okay? Now, what CS put here, he said, breaking, why is Finland, Alex Togo, still holding Biafran PM, Simon Eba? So, this is what we are going to go through. I think my picture here doesn't, okay, I think my picture here is not blocking anything, isn't it? So, we are good to go. It's not blocking anything. Okay. On revealing a systematic tragedy that compels Finnish citizens into complicity in violation of their own constitutional values. During the recently concluded trial of Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, a representative from Finland's national broadcaster, Yle, testified in court. Watch video. Now, the video is down here, okay? So, but before then, let's go through the testimony and the write-up and everything. What was the substance of this testimony? He spoke about the lack of freedom in reporting his findings from Biafra land. On February 18, 2023, at 7:10 a.m., Yale journalist Percy, this is a Finnish language, please don't hold me on that. Tovene, who had been on the ground in Biafra land, published an article titled "Healing in Nigeria." Millions stayed at home every Monday when Samonekpa from Latte gives orders. Fear is purple in region. Fear is purple in the region. Then here he said original. Hearing Nigerian is okay. This one is Finland language. Well, let me start from the one I know, which is the English. I'm not a Finnish person. In his closing remarks during the trial, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa reminded the court of the Yale representative's testimony, which revealed that journalists were restricted in their reporting. They were told where to go and what to report on while in Biafra land. having entered through Nigerian-controlled borders, these clearly indicate that press freedom was compromised. This raises a serious question about the integrity and independency of the Finnish judiciary, the National Bureau of Investigation (KRP), and the Finnish Prosecution Authority, where these institutions coalesced into complicity through a systematic obstruction of justice, indirect contradiction to their professional and constitutional obligations. As observed during the proceedings, the persecution primarily relied on pre-written materials with little to no room for independent legal reasoning or argumentation. Investigators admitted that their attacks were dictated from above, lacking autonomy or impartiality. Why then was the Prime Minister subjected to a judicial process marred by systematic manipulation, where those responsible for investigating and persecuting were merely escorted order from higher authority? No, Nigeria. You know, this is just like Oga talk, telling people go and do this and do that on my behalf. You know, that kind of thing. You are just there like a picture, but you are not. It's not about your idea, not about your skill, not about your morality, but taking order from one being up there simply because they want to strike down at detriment of Biafrans. We suffer abroad, we suffer at home. You know, that's why when I see some people yapping nonsense about Biafrans, I shook my head, because I know many of us are not capable of reasoning. Some of us believe that what is going on is right. There's a series of clips of videos that I've seen. I think from Biafrans, of course, and from Yorubas. Why I'm saying this, because we often ignore the problem and begin to beat around the bush. People like Jenna Speak, people like one of our fungi like that. I have their videos. I think I will find out my time to bring it for you to see. But you know, sometimes when we begin to talk about this thing, some of our brothers and sisters here on social media, when you're streaming about it, they will think that you don't have better thing to say, because what they want is, there's a certain broadcaster that the reportage they want to hear, which those things that has to do with a back and forward issue, trying to talk about other people, whereas the main problem with the main character that we need to change is selling our, on our face. But we don't do anything about it, because to us it doesn't really matter, but it does matter. Now, imagine what PM is going through in Finland. Imagine what Mazakan is going through in Nigeria. Imagine what Kenyan people did to PM, to Mazakan. We have seen this in the past, and seen it again is hot, to be honest. Now, let me start from here again. The government of the United States of Biafra strongly condemns these systematic irregularities and the violation of the rights. liberty and dignity of this head of state of Biafra, which is PM Samonekpa. We call on the Finnish people to reject being used as instruments of complicities against their values they cherish, and Finland, I was told that they don't joke with their integrity, their respect, and all that as a country. But from what we are seeing now is uncalled for, is questionable. One may think, are they trying to copy Africa? Are they actually trying to emulate Nigerian system of justice, the like justice system of Nigeria? I don't think so. I think they're not trying to create what Britain do, to have two laws, two human rights laws. One is for anybody that have a different skin color. The other one, that kind of thing, which is very, very wrong. In as much we condemn other criminality and excess killings and manipulation, stealing and everything, I think it's right thing for us to condemn this as well, because many of us may not understand what it means to be in a society that you actually believe that you are keeping the laws, and they know that you do keep the laws, but because they want to strike deal, they ignore your decency, your genuineness, and begin to look at you as with one kind eyes, as if you are a criminal and you mean bad to humanity. Despite the developments, the United States of Biafra continue to hold the Finnish population in high esteem and appeal to their conscience in defense of truth, justice, and democratic integrity. Now, unfortunately, the video you are about to watch now is done in Finnish language. As you can see, the man is right there in Enugu State.
Tätä elokuussa näyttää maanantai-aamuna, kun pitäisi olla vilkkain viikon alku menossa. Joitakuita ihmisiä on liikkeellä, mutta kaupat ovat suljettuja, koulut ovat suljettuja, pankit ovat suljettuja. Ja suurin osa ihmisistä täällä noudattaa Suomenlahdesta annettua kehotusta tai määräystä pysyä kotona.
Okay.
Tätä elokuussa näyttää maanantai-aamuna, kun pitäisi olla vilkkain viikon alku menossa. Joitakuita ihmisiä on liikkeellä, mutta kaupat ovat suljettuja, koulut ovat suljettuja, pankit ovat suljettuja. Ja suurin osa ihmisistä täällä noudattaa Suomenlahdesta.
So honestly, I don't understand what he's saying there. I don't get it, to be honest. And there's no need for me to, try to explain anything here. As you can see on the screen, you have a lot of comments, and Biafrans are throwing it, reacting on that. I'm trying to pick on popular commentators, and I try to pick up on popular comment. What I mean by that is we know this Reverend sister, we know her, and Christopher Okenwa, we know, and Ijoma Biafra, we know, our brother Drake, we know. So let me look for unpopular person to read what his person says. Like Henry, I don't know much about Henry. He said, "Gods of Biafra land will locate all of you as you are fighting against restoration of Biafra." One thing about it reported is that at least they admitted that they're being restricted and they're not allowed to report it the way it is. So they what they want is to start taking order from above another, just to pin PM one corner. And that will, in their own little brain, that is going to make them happy. I don't know. So Honorable Honchuk said they want to see what you and your government USB can do to prove a point. You know what I mean, Mama Africa? Let the zoo cry. They are waiting for it. Give them brutal fights in 40 states of USB. Once this happened, our leaders will be free. Somebody actually said this to me yesterday, and I'm not supposed to share it, but because of the comment, let me just touch it a little bit. He made it clear to me that PM was accused of buying Nigerian soldiers. Then some people, they said, okay, let us see, they're waiting to see how Biafrans will continue, doing what they were doing when PM was here, so that was a PM. That PM is not the one behind it. That's piping low, like they told the revelation to pipe low in the past. I still acting on that though. That is a kind of a sabotage and a way of proving that PM is one giving that instruction. That goes to show that when people said that PM told them, I think you need to stop, I suggest that you stop declaring Biafra, because it happened that they also accused him that he's the one forcing to declare Biafra. And he made it clear to them that no, Biafra have actually voted and this is the result. They said, okay, but if that is the case, let's see. We're going to hold you to see if they were going to declare Biafra or not. As God may have it, Biafra was already declared. But today, the people and four deep republic, like our brother likely said yesterday, they are not telling you that, oh, how can you do that? That the PM said that you should not declare the Biafra, you should not declare it anymore and all that. That he had it, like Eggman said, that if that knowledge it was meant to him, like if the information was meant to him, that he would have kicked against anyone declaring Biafra, just to obey PM in his own word. But he did not remember, he did not bother to understand that doing that is actually proving that truly PM is the one behind everything. So what this person said is true. Somehow you need to do that thing that people have done and made them and call people's attention. I'm gonna leave it there. So let me pick one other comment before we end. Mapis is a popular person. Let me look for another person that is not all that known. Okay, she said, could Simon Ekpa be a content creator who has nothing to do with Biafra, still be Prime Minister of Same Biafra? When would you guys get your act together and stop insulting Igbos? You see, these are people who are hell-bent in nonsensical information. If the US managed to twist your brain, that means you are not supposed to reason in the first place. That's why I said, if you want to act, you want to know, you want to complain, make sure you know the source of the source of the problem, so that you'll be able to comment sensibly. Anyway, my people, I just want to bring it in, this quick reaction to you, and I'm not gonna waste much time. And I have to thank all of you, for supporting us in any way you can. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel and let the video get to many people by liking the video and subscribe, share it to many platforms of your choice. God bless you and see you again. Tell me what you think about it though. Please, I would like to know in the comment section. What is your take on what we discussed so far about the Finnish reporter that went to Finland, went to different land, and they started restricting the report, the information and everything, just to follow what one man that hide one corner or pretending to be the preacher and promoter of democracy, but they are using that seat to commit problem or nuisance. Thank you anyway, and please make sure you subscribe. God bless you. Bye bye for now.